On May 5, 2010, terrorists in the Somali Sea seized a Russian cruise ship and killed a member of the Navy directly in front of the Russian military. The military was furious after learning of this real incident. On this day, a Russian cruise ship with $250,000 tons of gasoline was passing through the Somali Sea. Because there was no warship to protect it, a group of pirates took advantage of the captain and boarded this ship. When the captain saw this, he hurriedly shut down the cargo ship engine and hid in the safety cabin, quickly asking the Russian Navy for help. Soon after the Russian army received the emergency intelligence, they immediately drove the cruise ship to check it out. Unexpectedly, when they arrived at the rescue site, they found that the front of the cruise ship was completely black. It didn't look like it was being hijacked at all, but when they wanted to get closer to check, he immediately used the wireless power on the cruise ship to make a phone call to the Russian military, asking the Russian army to pay $20 million. Otherwise, the whole cruise ship would be completely blown up. But the fighting nation is not bragging. The Russian army released the hostages immediately. Otherwise, a military operation would be launched immediately. But the next second, the terrorists hung up the phone directly. Then, in front of the Russian warship, a member of the ship was instantly strangled and then boldly threw the body into the sea. In this way, looking at the Russian warship in front of them, a brutal slaughter was about to start. Then, in order to get more chips, the terrorist helicopter directly stopped a civilian fishing boat. Under the pressure of the propeller, the terrorists knelt down and begged for mercy. Then, the Russian soldiers seized the fishing boat and threw. In order to protect his teammates, the rescue team had to compromise and pick up the leftover supplies again. In this way, all the terrorists were helpless. They thought the Russian army was to jump directly on the lifeboat. But when the ship broke down, the pirates suddenly found something strange. When they saw that the submarine warehouse was not opened, in this way, the terrorists lost their patience completely. They placed a C4 bomb directly on the deck of the cruise ship. If the second day came, Russia was not going to pay the ransom, then they would blow up the cruise ship. At the same time, the Russian military had completely proved that because the cargo ship was a cruise ship, they dared not shoot without permission. So, for the sake of safety, the Russian military directly dispatched the most elite Alpha Special forces to prepare for rescue. The pirates' plan was over. In this way, after 22 minutes of fighting, the battle nation successfully rescued the cruise ship. In the end, these arrogant terrorists were also captured by the military.